A lot of people have no idea that this huge tax bomb is coming.
You mentioned a little bit ago too, long-term care and something I've seen too. I mean, that's a real risk for a lot of Americans right now. I'm sure you've seen more stats than I have on this, but I've read stats where maybe 78% of us are going to need it one day, but there's only about 5% of us that have it. So a very small amount of people who have long-term care coverage, but an overwhelming amount of people who are probably going to need it someday. What's your take on planning for long-term care without necessarily draining retirement assets?
Great question. So long-term care, I think, is one of the biggest killer of retirement plans. And you're right. I think it's less than 3% of people buy long-term care plans now. A lot of companies have got out of business doing it because you pay for premiums your whole time, and then if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
Yeah.
And then the premiums keep going up every year, kind of like almost everything else. But you think about today, like in the state we live in, long-term care in a facility is about $70,000 a year. Now, I grew up in New Jersey. I bet it's another 30% higher than that. Think of like states like Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, California. It's significantly higher. And when you take, let's just say 70,000 today, when the average male could be in a retirement home or in a facility for 2.5 years, and a woman I think is 3.5 years. Take that 70,000 today, what is that going to be in 15, 20 years when they need it? In 20 years, it'll be about double. So you figure 150,000 for a couple, that's like over $700,000. And majority of Americans don't even have that much money saved. And the sad thing is they think that Medicare is going to cover everything.
Right.
Medicare covers skilled facilities, not unskilled. Like if you're home and you have assistant coming in and helping with your family stuff, that's not skilled. So they don't pay for that. Medicare only covers 100 days. So that's the biggest retirement killer. Now we have hybrid. They're actually annuities, hybrid long-term care plans. I'll give you a perfect example, and they're phenomenal.
Okay.
So let's say someone applies and they put $100,000 in one time and they're healthy. They can double their money or triple their money. And usually if they're pretty healthy and up to age like 75, so someone puts in 100,000 and they get approved within 2 weeks, now they have 300,000 towards long-term care. Where else can you triple your money like that?
Yeah.
You can't.